Yo, we are back. Oh, PG-13. Oh
Oh
man.
man.
Come on in, y'all. Come on, let's do this over, man. We're gonna start this thing out right, man. We had some technical
bro.
and not technical foul issues. Like
Yo, it was flagrant technical. Yeah.
flag on the play.
Where's the flags at? Where the flags at? Oh my
Oh man.
god. Let's
Come on
go.
in,
Let's go.
y'all. Come on in.
And
Let's
I just want to put it out there that some people try to screen save. I ain't gonna say no names. I got a text talking about doing some screen saves, but praise the Lord, I'm quick with the fingers. Teddy Riley's quick with the fingers. You feel me?
quick,
We're
quick.
quick with it. Listen, let's get our numbers back up. Let's just chit chat for a little bit. Can we do that, or what we're gonna do?
Yeah. We're gonna chop it up for a second. I'm trying to find this live feed so I can share it.
Bro, let's get it.
Yeah, I'm trying to check too.
So much going on. So much is going on.
Let's start running back.
You know, we got to get it. We got to get it together. Got to get it together. We have a show today, and we just want to get those numbers up because we don't want no. Did all that. They saw it. Let's keep sharing it. Let's keep sharing it, y'all. Let's get some up in here. Tight show. We're not going to oversell it or underdo it. We were supposed to start at 9. Life got in the way, so we are here now. We are here now. AJ, I know we're talking politics today, but I see the red hats. Red hat.
That's his very law. Not
All right.
not what you thinking. Never in my life will it ever be America great head here.
Never.
Never. What into that?
They can't pay you.
They can't pay me. I'm like that.
I like to hear that. That's what I like to hear.
I'm not.
Because we would have to cancel you, bro. We would have to cancel you.
I'm not diamond and silk.
Ooh.
Not at all.
All right. How we looking in there?
Terrible. Let's get the shares up.
About to get started in just a few moments. We're doing these a day. We started late. We're running, but we're gonna keep things short and useful. Trying to get you all out of here. It's a good time. Yeah, sharing. Volume check.
All right, guys, we're about to start. This is indeed going to be a good show. Want to just get some housekeeping things in order. Yeah. So I'm ready to go, boss. Whenever we're ready, we can
You want
show.
to go ahead and take the lead? You can go ahead, man. I'm trying to share stuff.
Well, the first thing we want to do, as always, we want to remember, Breonna Taylor, until they say her, until they get her assailants. We want to continue to say her name. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but definitely I think that's something that needs to be a name that needs to be ushered. It needs to be said as much as possible. They do all kinds of stuff except for what we've asked, what the public is asking to do.
Yeah.
They're passing legislations and all kinds of stuff, but they're not arresting anybody. And so that's something that we want to keep the pressure on as individuals, and also as to our Kickinit316 family. We want you to also keep the pressure, continue to write, send in emails, and make phone calls until justice is served. They say no justice, no peace. So with that being said, we're going to go right into our Kicking It segment. Our show is split into halves. We've got the Kicking It, and then we have the It segment. And this is going to be the the Kicking Summit. We just kind of showcase some shoes that are coming up in this. I think in the next 10 days. So I want to put out there these right here. How y'all feel about these, real quick?
I think they clean, man.
Yeah, they clean. They clean. They not for me, but they clean.
You don't like fives, or just the color?
Nah, it's just I don't
Colorway.
need that much purple,
And
And
fives are
for me, I don't have the type of money where I can just buy a shoe and not have anything to go with.
That
Like
real?
I just don't.
yeah, fives are a little to me. They're a little bulky, but I think it's a clean shoe.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I dig the fives, uh, but yeah, I don't know. Like Croc Kick said in purple, a little. Oh, these look like some shoes someone I know has.
Oh,
They feeling these
who?
low.
That's the
I
11 cements
I used
coming
to.
out. So supposed to come out on the 16th. I know there have been a couple dates, but last thing I saw, I know they had the 9th, but I've also
Uh-huh.
seen the 16th, so I'm not sure exactly which date it is. Coming out 170. Eh, those are, let me say 11 lows PEs. Um, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not PE. IE. Sorry,
Yeah,
PE.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
all
not
good. I know
play
what you meant.
edition. Um, I don't know. They can sit on the shelves,
Wow,
and
Mm,
I think they will.
wow.
yeah. I no, go ahead.
So the only reason why these will sell out is because people don't have access to the stores, so they buy everything online.
Hmm.
And
Everything.
so I think that's the only reason they would sell out. If it was any other situation, they wouldn't sell out. But it is what
What about? Go ahead,
Go
boss.
ahead. Go ahead. No,
No,
no. Go ahead.
I was going to say, what about these here? I know we're still on the same topic. I was moving to the next shoe, but he's still on the 11 cements.
Yeah, let me just say this. I had a pair of referee
Mm.
11 low IEs. That's the all black with the red jump man. I had a
hmm
pair. Um, I actually love the shoe. It's a very comfortable shoe. It's a great hoop. And but having said that, and I might get a little judged on this one, I'm not really a huge fan of all the elephant. I don't really do a lot of the elephant
Oh,
print. So it's a
I
pass.
agree.
It's
I
a
agree.
pass. What we got next?
well, we're going to keep it with the 11 lows. This is the
Yeah.
women Concords. I
Those are
mean,
clean.
these are clean. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
So, someone help me out. When they say women's Concord, do they have and people talk of extended size? How does that work?
Sure. Sure. So basically, the extended size is from 10 and 12,
Oh,
Yeah, they
10.
may go a little higher. So it's just that they add men's sizes in there beyond men's sizes. Some men
Yeah.
who are above that, they add those sizes. That's all it is.
Yeah.
all right.
So
So
like you have 11, 12, um, sometimes 13, very rarely, but it doesn't. I don't know it to go any higher than that.
but you
But
gotta, I mean, even if it's like the tie dye one that dropped, the
mm,
highest size they had was a 12 in women's, but that's a 10 and a half in men.
and men's
So
exactly.
like if you 11 and a half, it's you could just forget it
It's a
unless
wrap.
they go
Yeah,
13 and
yeah,
then that'll be a what 11 and a half, right?
yeah. Sometimes they would go
Yeah.
up high. You can get I think up to a 12 or 13 in men's,
Yeah.
which is like a 14 or 15 in women, but it's very
Very
rare that they
rare.
go.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
And with the bots out, I think this is going to be a tough grab, especially in men's sizes. It's just going to be tough, y'all. I'm not
Yeah.
even going. I ain't gonna
someone's
waste. I ain't wasting the data.
Someone said is bot season right now. We're living in with it's a perfect storm with Corona and all that people being quarantined. The bots are
Oh, it's
out.
real.
Yeah,
They give
I
me a
mean,
bot.
I know
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
yeah, I
Let's
know that's not
go.
on our I know that's not on our thing to talk about, but people gotta know that bots are out there, and if you can't get a shoe, it's not because there are a million people buying it. It's because there are bots out there, and people use those.
Explain bot.
Okay, so a bot is your automated way. So you pay anywhere from I think as low as maybe $200 up to $10,000. And what it is that this computer system will go into all different websites, Foot Locker, Foot Action, sneakers app, all those things, and then it will enter the raffle or the bid or whatever, and then you have a better chance because it's automated. It happens so quickly, and then they could do it numerous times over. So then people are using these things. They go on all these sites, all these shoes, and then they resell them. So bot has a better chance of getting than you because so most shoes drop at 10. Let's not say most shoes. Most Nike's Jordan at 10 o'clock, whatever day. So at 10 o'clock, 0.001, the bot is on there. Whereas you, it takes a little longer to react. Whereas the bots are reacting as soon as that clock hits. So it's just automated computer programming. And shoes.
What's up? That's AJ. I know you're a fan of Air Jordan 1s. I don't know if Kicks is, but those here, boy, these are clean. I mean,
let's talk about that.
Yeah,
those are clean, brother. Those are clean. Those are clean, brother.
Like I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Jordan 1s. I'm looking at the leather work, and I mean, I'm looking at suede on the side. These gonna be dope.
Is that suede on the swoosh?
Bro, that's a suede, fam.
Suede on the swoosh.
Dog, I gotta get them. I got.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
man, I ain't got no choice.
You coming out? So you're gonna come out of your box and get you some ones? I mean, you have one of the. No, you don't have. No, I thought you had the Travis Scott ones.
Nah, I ain't got that. I ain't got that. And the way I be dry snitching on here.
Yeah, come on, don't say that.
Almost hit me up this week. But yeah, I might have to go for that. I might have to go for that one, man.
Listen,
I wasn't going to, but man,
I'm going for those for sure.
Those boys are clean. They clean, brother. So
as you look at those smoke rays, another shoe that I kind of actually entered for a raffle, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to win or B even buy them because we wasn't going to let that happen, and I doubt that you guys don't let me do that. This shoe here,
where you going?
These shoes here,
Dior's?
they retailed for $2,000. I mean, it's almost kind of like the smoky gray.
Hype beast though.
I mean,
it's an ugly shoe.
So you get it. You get the point you're getting at is a resale.
It's a resale. Look at the resale. Look at the resale. I mean, look.
Are they diamonds in that joint? Like, it's an ugly shoe.
It's Christian Dior.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that they're ugly, but you buy them for $2,000, and right now in StockX about $14,000 resale.
First of all, who got $2,000?
I don't know.
Liquid on their credit card right now.
I don't know. Liquid? I don't know. But 14 stacks on a resale? Well, that's a good investment.
Yeah, that's what you call an investment. Right? That's definitely an investment.
Definitely. Yo, so listen, we can, it factor today. We got a lot of stuff that's been going on. And man, we got some stuff we gotta get off our chests. We gotta open up. We gotta dive.
Let's get this energy.
So
up.
man, let's turn that. Man, Joe, man, start this, man. Let's talk about the NFL and the Black National Anthem. They said they're gonna start singing that joint, huh?
Bro, we didn't ask that. We didn't ask that. Like honestly, like our feelings a little bit with this whole situation. Much respect, shout outs to the Black National Anthem, to James Weldon Johnson, and by the way, he's from Duval, from Florida. I had to put it out there, but I just want to say that we didn't ask for that. There's a conscience, protest of the American national anthem for a reason, more than one reason. Number one, the symbol that it stands for. Number two, you notice that folk can only sing the first verse because the rest of the song has a lot of racial animus in it, right? And so no one asked for you all to bring in what is considered by Black people the national anthem to a football game, because this is what's going to happen now. I can almost see it. You're going to have drunk people. The majority of people in the stands, they'll say, "Oh, these guys are protesting the national anthem, or we're going to protest the Negro,
Absolutely.
the Negro issue.
Absolutely.
So what's the purpose of
Absolutely.
that? Why are you causing more issues, right? I don't know how that even became a debate or a part of the conversation. I don't know whether or not the players union wanted that to be something that they were going to do. But a few things that I noticed, they're only doing it for the first week, right? So it's not like it's just a show. It's like they're appeasing the players, but nothing concrete is being done, right? Don't give me a black national anthem. Give Kaepernick a job. How about that?
And before I jump to this whole captain we looking for, right?
Yeah.
Man, what's worse, this or
Shout
the
out to Pop,
Democrats win? Yeah, shout out to
to the original
OG.
Pops. OG was good for.
But this or the Democrats when they had take song taking the knee, like
We didn't ask. We didn't
like
ask for
y'all
that,
It's
doing too
called,
much,
bro.
brother.
y'all
No,
doing
Have you
too
seen these
much.
memes?
it's called being tone deaf.
Bro, I saw a meme of a family of a Caucasian family with yokes around their necks and in chains with shirts that saying "I'm sorry." Bruh, we didn't ask for that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't ask for that. We're just asking for you all to join, be a part of the solution, to be allies, to make your voices heard. And for the most part, I wanted to say, for the most part, the groundswell has been that, like from protests to just people speaking out. You're seeing that it's an integration of ethnicities. But I think there comes a time where these multi-billion-dollar corporations who have an interest in the black community, instead of being a voice for us, they are trying to pacify us by throwing out these, we call them cheese on the boards.
It's
And yeah,
I think it goes deeper now. I think it goes to people being tone deaf. And so what they're trying to do is they don't get it. And so like it's like if your tells you, hey, I want to spend more time with you. And then rather than trying to time with them, you go out on a gift. The gift is nice, but they're not asking for the gift. They're asking to spend more time. And I think that's what's happening. Right? They're asking for a change.
mm-hmm.
And rather than there being a change, by playing an anthem, by painting stuff on the streets. Yeah, all that
Murals.
symbolism is good, but it's changing for and taking those funds that we get from the police and putting them in areas that can help the police and help the community as a whole. They're doing those things, they're placating us by doing these things that look good but they do nothing for the movement. They do nothing for change. And so I think it's just being tone deaf, and I don't know if it's intentional or if it's just ignorance. But either way, I mean, it's not going to help push the right narrative forward. Like you said, all people are going to do is say, okay, we're going to boycott this. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if people start booing. I just think it's, we're playing into the hands of the people who don't want to see anything happen good. So
Yeah, I'm just, man, at the end of the day, beating around the bush, they're going all around in a circle. There's a person who peacefully protested against injustice, against police brutality. I mean, you kicked them out of the league, right?
Basically.
And you've gone on national television and you've said that you should have listened to players. No, you shouldn't listen to the player. We're talking about the player now, the player that you banned from the NFL. And for me personally, I feel like Cat on the job. I'm not watching the NFL, and I ain't gonna lie, I really ain't watched it fully. I ain't been fully black. It's been like a gray. It's been like a charcoal grout, But I haven't really followed NFL since this Kaepernick thing. And I was kind of looking forward. I thought, this was going to be the year where I was able to watch, because I do enjoy football. But man, if Cap ain't job, I don't care about. I don't care about none of that stuff. Man. I'm not watching it. They're not getting my.
And I'm a co-sign on that. Man, I used to be in our league for the last 10 years, and all of a sudden, my boy he had to quit. So it might not have been a black shade, but he definitely backed out on the league. But yeah, man. So that's where we're at. I think that Kaepernick, and a lot of people feel that way though. Croc Kicks. I'm even feeling that way. And I'm big on football. I'm big on fantasy football, and there are a couple of guys right now in whose leagues I'm in, and I've already told them, man, I might not come for real. Like I might just quit. Find you another person, because I'm not feeling it. And I think the reason why I'm not feeling it is because why is there this push? And I'm being very honest now, for us to get back to sports. There's a national conversation having. We don't need no distractions. You feel me? Right? And I feel like on top of that, the majority of the people that you're utilizing to distract us from this conversation are people whose lives are being affected. Right? Yeah, they might be millionaires, but at the end of the day, when they get pulled over, they get pulled over. Like they don't get they don't get special treatments. And so I don't know, man. So that's I guess that's my two piece. I think that's going to be money for what's next, boss.
So let's deal with a question real quick. That my dad black out tomorrow, right? We kind of talked this
A couple weeks ago.
a couple
But,
weeks ago.
but we talked about
And
it in ourselves too. Yeah, like just
correct.
conversation.
So
Yeah. Mhm.
it's I think it is difficult for us when you really look at, if you try to be technical about this thing, like it's difficult to only buy black. I mean,
How deep does it go? How deep does it
right,
go?
but the issue is to make an effort, to make a conscious effort to spend money in the black economy. And we're about it. I think that's an excellent thing, man. I would say it can't just be a day, you know,
Exactly.
because if
Exactly.
it's just like the whole
Y- y-
Popeye chicken wave, that little chicken sandwich joint. You know, yeah, Popeyes did great for a little while, but everybody went right back to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, but can I say this? And maybe pops might remember this. I was reading somewhere back in the day in the South during Jim Crow, during prior previous to the civil rights, when black families were traveling through the South. They had something called the Green Book. I don't know if y'all heard about that. And basically, this Green Book was a listing of all black-owned businesses, right?
Mm.
Because you mess around and stop at a gas station in Mississippi, you're not, and it's the wrong one, you're not coming out. So apparently there were maybe not just black owned, but at least black friendly. So I think that I don't know if there's any. I wouldn't say we should have a green book, but in this day and age, we definitely should have some apps that can direct to where we can find. Black businesses, right? So that we can frequent, and I'm at the point where I see every ethnic subgroup in America. They allow for dollars to be circulated once, twice, three times, four times, or even five times in their communities. And I think that as a people of color, black people, we're one of the few that just don't do that. And if we
Mm.
were to do that, I think that economically speaking, we would be at a greater place in life and in society.
I think you all are here. I think it has to be more than one day. I think the seven should be the start, and then we say, okay, let's make a conscious effort to spend where we can on like on businesses.
Yeah,
Your utilities are your
do that. Yeah.
mortgage.
Mhm.
Your mortgage or rent is your mortgage or rent. Your
Cell
cell phone
phone.
bill, your cell phone bill. I mean, you can find a black-owned gas station, fine. But I mean, other stuff like shopping at a black-owned grocery store, buying black-owned,
Chick-fil-A.
yeah, stuff like that. I mean, there, but I mean, you can. It may be. I don't know if it's counterproductive to find a black-owned Chick-fil-A. Um, so I mean, things like that can happen, but I just think it
So
can't be one day because
Yeah.
what happens is we go either we don't spend tomorrow and then everybody goes out and spend everywhere else on Wednesday, or we only spend black tomorrow and then Wednesday everybody's spending everywhere else. So it's like you don't build the momentum. The Montgomery bus boycott wasn't a one day thing.
Yeah.
Realized we had to boycott the bus system for a while until until they felt the impact. I think that's
But
the thing.
but can I
We have
say
to do it
this?
to the impact it felt.
I think that at a certain point we have to be there has to be some solidarity within our community. Like people will have to realize that we're gonna have to take some L's on some of these things comfort that we're used to, right? Like, can you imagine people boycotting the bus and that was their only means of
Yeah.
transportation?
Mode of
Literally,
transportation.
they
Yeah.
had to wait people take them or carpool or whatever the
Or
case is,
walk.
or walk. So what I'm saying is, um, it's a hard thing, but I think it's more so we've been accustomed to living a certain way for so long that some of us can't even fathom going without some of these things of leisure. There's I told you guys about this. I'm not putting it out there so you guys can watch it, but I was able to watch this experiment. Killer Mike did it. He's a rapper down in Atlanta, and he tried to only support black. He got himself a black cell phone. Went on this. They had this prepaid um, chips in it, and all and he tried to do it. But even for just 24 hours, I mean, with all of the production funds that he had, with all of the monies and producers and the resources available to him, he still couldn't do it to be 100% blacking out. And so I think that that's something that this perturbs me, because that means that if we're not able to fully black out, there are opportunities out there for black entrepreneurship that are yet to be filled. And I believe that we have the intellect, the wherewithal, and the know-how to make those things happen.
Yeah.
I received that. Let me, and also, what about black people who work at places that aren't owned by black? Right? So let's say we go a whole week with just buying black, but what if that affects stores to close and black people lose jobs?
Someone gets last one hired from Friday is what they're saying. Like, yeah.
Are we also like help out people who lose their jobs because we're no longer? We got really if we're gonna really invest in us, we gotta be willing to go all out.
And that's what I was saying.
We fully support it. We every night we highlight a black entrepreneur. We're gonna continue that. We'll do it tonight. So I'm on board with that. Moving on to our next item, man. This is something that I'm excited about, man.
Yes, sir.
Makur Maker commits to Howard over UCLA. All right. For those who have not heard of Howard, everyone here should have heard of Howard, but if not, Howard is a HBC. It's a historical black college and university. And these universities, their primary mission was originally to provide a safe space where African Americans would receive an education following the Civil War. HBCUs are open to all races and ethnicities. There are 101 HBCUs in America. All right. This is the highest recruit. This is the highest recruit, right? Ever to go to an HBCU, right?
That's dope.
And that's what's up. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you all jump in here. I know my dad is excited. He's a graduate of Florida A&M. I was getting ready to say the best HBCU.
The second best.
Second best.
Oakwood is the first. Yeah.
Come on, Pops.
The first person I really heard this idea from was actually our boy Wes.
Yeah.
He was saying this from a long time ago. He was talking about football.
Years.
He's been saying this for years. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't see them doing it. It is here, man. And shout out to him. Hopefully he has courage to follow through with this. And I think this is big, man. What do y'all think, man?
I think it's major, and I'm saying that it only takes one domino to fall. And I don't know if you plan on getting into that later on, but even the whole economics behind this, I think is dope.
Go ahead.
I mean, I was reading that the NCAA in 2016 or 2017 grossed over $1 billion, $1.1 billion with a major B, right? And that in terms of college athletes, 56% of those college athletes in the NCAA, right, are athletes of students of color, student athletes of color. Now, I think I want to make sure we have this distinction that most HBCUs are not a part. They're not in the power conferences. Is that correct, Shay? So they're in a low. They're mostly low division schools. And so what's been happening is a lot of these schools have been increasing in their resources as a result of their athletic programs. And most of I'm talking about their major athletic programs are basketball and football. And most of those student athletes are student athletes of color. So just the economics of it all is that these HBCUs were always at a disadvantage because they were not able to recruit on par with their.
Well, if I can correct you, not always.
Well, lately.
Yes. Yeah. Before integration.
Yeah.
You
Before
know.
integration, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, you're right. Definitely back in there used to be a time where these athletes were only allowed to go to HBCUs, and so the disadvantage now is with it's a money game. It's a money game.
Mm-hmm.
These colleges, number one, are not paying their athletes. Number two, they're not allowing them to make money off of their own likeness. Number three, they are raking in, as I said, billions, right? And so I think that if we can share that equity, especially off of the talents of black athletes, I think that that's a way to go. That's just my 2 cents.
I think it makes one. If you can play ball, no matter what sport you're in, if you can play ball, recruiters will find you. NBA, NFL recruiters will find you. It's their job to find you. And if you got a coach that's worth their salt, they're gonna make tapes. I mean, with Huddle and everything else out, with social media out, these 5-star. For those who don't know, the highest rating you get after you go to college, and he's a 5-star athlete. These 5-star athletes these days, they have Instagram and YouTube and everything else, but they already have millions of followers. So a kid like him or like Mikey Williams, another who was the #1 kid in I think 2023, kids like them, they already have millions of followers. So if they decided to go to Valencia Community College up the street, people going to know where they are. So I think now is the time. Before they didn't have, they worried about if people are going to find me. But now if you go into college with 2 million followers, your followers are going to follow you. And I guarantee within those 2 million followers, they have recruiters and everybody else, agents who are already there, who are already following them. I think it just makes sense. It is the time. If you get Maker going there, and if you get two more kids to join him at Howard, it's over. If you get three kids go to FAMU, it's over. You get 3 kids to go to Oakwood, it's over. You don't need 10. You don't need 10 on the squad.
Yeah, you need a few.
All you need is 2 or 3 on the squad, and it's gonna make a difference.
If I, you know what I'm saying?
You gonna go play?
Howard. Juan Rodriguez says it's now or never. But let me ask you this question. One of the things so drug has been, I think I've heard, facilities and trainers, right? And then what kind of a kickback do you think that an athlete that does go to who chooses an HBCU over predominantly white college or institution, in a powerhouse school, let's say he gets injured, do you think that he will be penalized? Like, do you think they can give them? Do you think that they can get Kaepernicked? I'm gonna make that into a verb. Do you think that they could get Kaepernicked for their decisions?
No, and the reason why I say that is because a lot of these guys, I mean, these super talented guys, these 5-star kids, their draft stock was still
from
before AAU circuit, stuff like that. I mean, just look at Kyrie. He played 6 games,
something like that.
Messed his foot up, you know what I'm saying, and still was drafted very early. Was it #1?
I think it was number one. He was number one.
Yeah. So it's solidified, and also the insurance, that you can get, for yourself. But now I would say, facilities is a difference. But in the same sentence, you come there, you're going to set that HBCU up for success, on a big level. They'll be able to. You'll begin to see, because our people support athletics.
We do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
But so they're gonna come out.
Yeah. Someone says.
What did McDonald's say?
McDonald's says y'all got a collection out of this wazoo.
Man, big shout out to the big bro, man. That's very humble. You got a Jordan 1 collection that outshines our shoes. Yeah. But I appreciate the love. I appreciate the one. I appreciate the love.
I think these kids have to realize that, and I think they are. It's a sacrifice now. It's not about what you get out of it now. It's not about going to Howard because they have the best facilities, but it's creating a legacy that's going to bring in the funds. So Howard can build
facilities,
a great facility. So Howard can go out and recruit and bring kids in. They see, hey, we got the top of the line, locker room. We got the best food, and I think they realize. I think they see it that it's now I'm going to go and sacrifice now. But with that sacrifice, I'm also going to be on the right side of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, like Howard can't compete with
Duke
or Kentucky with facilities.
UNC.
But
experience.
I guarantee you that Howard Gym going to be packed every game. That's how we do it.
And Duke now Duke get packed too. But listen,
but
it's
it's different. It's different.
So let me ask you this, hey, Clark Kicks. Let me ask you a question. Is it more intimidating? Was it always more intimidating to play at a smaller gym that was packed, like Oakwood, or when you went on the road to a bigger gym? How did that feel?
Let me say this, because playing at Oakwood, we played at Troy State, we played at Alabama A&M, we played at Alabama State. Of course, when we go and play those schools, that home crowd isn't really going to show out like that because they don't even know who Oakwood is.
Gotcha.
But I would say this. I remember playing a school, Martin Methodist. They were 25th in the nation, NAIA. And they beat us at their home. And we told them, we're going to see y'all at the barn. You know what I'm saying? And when they came to Oakwood, we beat them by about 25, 26 points. And after we kicked their tails, this is what they told us. Like, man, can't wait to come back next year. You know? The atmosphere was that bananas. Every seat is a floor seat. And the crowd is ready.
Juan is saying small gym is scary.
Oh, yeah, very. Literally, every seat is a floor seat.
Yeah,
exactly.
It takes 3 steps. The person is on the floor. So
listen.
Govern yourselves accordingly.
I wasn't a part of starting 5. I wasn't even on the team. But fam, Saturday night games, you better believe I was at court, boy.
Saturday Oakwood.
Yeah. It was live. It was live.
What's going on? Everything shut down until the game is over, and I think that's part of HBCU.
Yeah, it is.
And I think these kids go there, they will see that. Yeah, I'm playing in a 20,000 arena. The 1,000 that's in here,
it's live. When he goes there, Hampton's going to be. He's going to Hampton or
Howard.
Howard is going to be sold out almost every night.
Every
night.
Sure.
So more people to follow these steps, and I'm excited, man. Really.
I think it's a good first step. I hope that like you said, he can bring some people with him. I mean, if he brings a squad, bruh, and they break through into that to the tournament.
To the tournament. I think it's also too. It's on the coaches, man. I think these coaches, HBCU coaches, have to go start visiting with these kids, show them the dream, building the. Yeah. I know I've heard. I mean, Croc Kicks know Kenny Gillian too. He said that he's never had any HBCU coaches come to see his kids, and he's at a powerhouse private school where his kids are getting.
But why is that?
Offers all these schools.
But why
because
is that?
I think
Finances.
they go and then they but my thing is we have to start sacrificing. If the kid's gonna sacrifice, me as a coach at the school, I gotta sacrifice.
It's difficult though.
So when I say finances, AJ Ted, I'm talking about, do they have that in their budget to be able to go see?
Yeah, they have it in their budget. The challenge is to visit, but if you don't think you're gonna get it, is it a good return on your investment?
Gotcha.
You know,
they
probably don't have as many. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to take both parts. Players say they are interested, and coaches reaching out. But yeah, so yeah.
I think if some of the kids, even if they are not 5, 3-star, 2-star, and if they not getting all the offers that they want, if they see an offer coming from an HBCU, they know the coach can relate to them. I think that makes a difference. But the fact that they aren't getting offers at all, to me, that's it. So even if I can't go visit all of them, I'm gonna send email, I'm gonna try to Zoom, FaceTime, whatever. Let them know, hey, look, we need to have you here. We don't have all this stuff, but I promise you come here, and you're gonna be a superstar, and we're gonna win games. Exactly.
And you're gonna be a trailblazer.
Exactly. I think. I mean,
donors.
Duke still sell dreams. Everybody sells dreams. It's just what dream you're selling.
That's real. Donors. I agree 110. That we'll get to that. We'll get to that. All right, let's move on to one of our pretty much main subject. We'll do some shout outs. But 2020 presidential election, man. What is it looking like, Ted? What is it looking like? What are we dealing with?
Well, y'all, for those who didn't hear, Mr. Yeezy, Kanye West himself, which I don't have any issues.
Don't
But
say that. Don't do that.
he said that he's going to run for president. Now, I have two issues. First issue is is his brother serious? Is he serious?
We don't even know.
And I think, and this is my fear. In all honesty, this is my fear. When 55 minus 10 got elected, I said this is going to open the gate to where anybody would feel like they could be president because you don't have to have no experience, you don't have to have any qualifications. All you got to do is be able to sell a dream to a population, to a certain population in the United States, and you could run for president. Kanye has followers. Kanye has millions of followers. Kanye's wife has millions of followers. Her family has millions of followers, and I think he can get a couple million people to follow him.
Yes, sir.
My second issue is this: with Kanye coming in now, and we know that he has a proclivity towards 55 minus 10. We know that he may lean into that side. So my question is, does he pull from 56 minus? Does he pull from the academics who are challenging us from that group to go with him? And to me, that's the board. I don't think it's the best candidate in the world, but I think 100 times better than what we have right now. And my thing is, if Biden in 4 years we replace him with somebody else, that's fine. But we have got to get the person that's off now out of office. I don't know that, but he put a tweet. Bubba Watson should apologize, and the next call and Watson Ixon to the although whatever. Number two, that's him once again blowing that dog whistle. Let his base. I'm on your side. I'm on the side of the racists. I'm on the side. I mean, he's been on this campaign about statues, about statues are part of heritage. This guy is a blatant racist. Anybody that supports him at this point, either you are racist or you have no problem with racism. And I think Kanye, if there's anybody by Kanye that hears us, anybody that knows Kanye, tell this man now is not the time to play games. The stakes are too high. We can't be diluted.
I honestly don't. I wrestle with this, man, because I'm rooting for him, man. It was, man.
I was too, especially with the gospel thing.
Yeah, and I'm starting to believe he thinks that he could be president. Well, I think there's something that's off, and perhaps maybe off. I know he's doing this to split the vote per se. I think he legitimately thinks that he could be president of the United States because in for him to split the vote.
Well, I don't understand a lot of reaper what he's doing, and if 55 minus 10 can be president, anybody can be president. So Kanye could theoretically be president, but my point is, at this time, the damage that you can do, that you could do to us trying to get rid of this.
I know we're supposed to be blacking out, but I gotta delete his album, man.
The college dropout.
No, I'm talking about the gospel album.
Oh, that one. Okay.
What's
this one good?
Not like anybody anytime. I think you have to realize the time and place for everything.
Yeah.
Now it's not the time nor place in this race and to dilute vote.
Well, let me just say it. Let me just jump in now. I think honestly, we just got to be vigilant. We have to be present in the time that we're living in, and people have to vote their conscience. I don't know. Again, Card Kicks said it best. Is he serious? Is he playing around? Is this shock value? But there was a person that we didn't take seriously, and the last go around, and I think now people are serious about their votes. People are serious about their votes. They understand the consequences of playing around with your vote. And I'm gonna make this prediction. I think November is going to be one of the highest turnout in voting ever, even with coronavirus being in play. You'll see it.
Yeah, but I think the trick part is that, remember, Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. It's the electoral college. So
Yes.
therefore, if we don't have if we have high turnout in Miami, high turnout in North Carolina, high turnout in certain areas, but if we don't have high turnout in the right areas, and then if this Kanye thing causes the turnout in North Carolina and Miami and California to be diluted, then it causes more problems than anything else. It's not the popular vote. I mean,
Yeah.
Trump would be out without popular. It's the electoral college
but
and the way that thing works.
yeah,
It's
you're right.
red
But
state.
yes, but you have to understand that the electoral college works in a way that that the more people that do come out, there is benefits to that in terms
Yeah, of course.
of districts being won, of states being won, so that these little votes are going to be distributed according to the will of the people. So I think you said it best.
But it red line in. There's
Yeah,
a lot of
I
stuff
mean,
going on. It's going. I
I'll
mean,
say, look at Kentucky. What just happened to Kentucky when they shut the polls down? They normally have, I think, 70 a couple hundred polling stations. They only had like what, single digit polling stations for 600,000 people to go vote. They're voting at. They shut it and give an order for them to extend hours.
Yeah.
They're serious about this election. They're serious about
they ain't even hiding that
stopping it.
joint.
Yeah,
but
blatant.
and again, that's what it is. That's how they win. They win by keeping people away from polling booths. And,
Move that finish line.
yeah, and I, I'm not a political strategist, but I just believe that if everybody comes out the way they need to come out and just just be a part of the democratic process, I think that the people's voices will be heard this time. Yeah, man.
They got to
Yeah,
come out. Don't come out voting for Kanye. I mean,
yeah.
if you're serious about somebody winning, and this what gets me about people saying, "Well, I don't like either person, so I'm gonna write in a vote." I understand. You got to stick by.
I hate that joint.
I hate it too. I understand. People have to vote their conscience, but my thing is, if you're not
Don't complain.
somebody, exactly. Don't complain and don't say, "Well, I didn't." You messed up because you didn't let your voice actually be heard. We only have two options. So if you don't vote for either option, then what are you doing?
Exactly. All right. Man, we breezed through that, y'all, man. Let's go ahead and this Black Entrepreneur Highlight.
All right. So today, and this is kind of crazy. I've known this young man, for almost my entire life. Why did I have to ask him today what did the J stand for in PJ? We know him as PJ. I'm like, I know you're not a junior, right? But his name is Philip Jason English. I had to ask him. CEO of the Harmonies Brew. Bro, I mean, this guy is doing major work. He came out and he created his own coffee enterprise. You can find him on all social media platforms using the at Harmonies Brew. You can go make some orders and buy some of his coffees at harmoniesbrew.com. And I'm digging their mantra at Harmonies Brew. We believe that great coffee is like great music. It's all in the composition. And so, shouts out to PJ slash
Do they have
Philip.
K-Cups?
Yeah, they have it all. They have it all. They got it all. They got a break. They have it all.
If they got K-Cups, it's
Over. Game over.
It's a wrap. So we want to salute you, Mr. English, for
That's
your
awesome.
contribution. And yeah, man, that's what it is. That's that vibe.
That's what's up. That's a vibe. That's a
Yeah,
vibe.
sir.
Because Starbucks is canceled.
Oh, for
Cancel.
sure.
They canceled.
For sure.
Cancel.
I don't even that cream. They canceled. They
They
canceled.
cancel.
Yeah, man, I want to give a shout outs, man. One of my good friends, Miss Sherry, reached out to me. She saw our podcast and she gave us a nice little shout out, and she's going to tell her young people about our podcast, man. And Miss Sherry, she's one of the youth leaders over at Mount Calvary in Tampa, Florida. And if you don't know Miss Sherry, man, she's amazing with young people. They have a youth retreat every year, and I'm talking about next level. I think last year she took the young people to Gatlinburg, all the way from Tampa up to Gatlinburg, man.
Nice, yeah.
So they do big things, man. And they have a YouTube channel called Shake. It's on Mount Calvary Temple page, but the ministry is called Shaking It Up. Shaking It Up, and they shaking it
Nice.
up.
Nice.
So we want you all to go over there and support them on Mount Calvary SDA, the YouTube channel, and their ministry is called Shaking It Up. And then also McDonald on today. He's part of a podcast. Two really dope dudes. Go check them out. Subscribe, follow. They drop great content.
We really need to have them on. See if we can get them on. Dr. Talishar and
See them kids.
Jamie. Yo, they got that slow drip. You feel me? Yeah, man. We want to make sure we get them on. And we do appreciate their hustle and their contribution. Two really dope dudes. They want to know it's just not just two dope dudes, but it's two really dope dudes. So let's get it.
Yes, sir. So for those who now were here on last
no, let them know what's going
listen, y'all. Every night we on shoes. We can't keep up. We're going through them too fast. I couldn't remember what shoe I showed. We're trying to buy new shoes. So we're going to highlight one shoe. One shoe person of the week. One person is showing the shoe for the week. And who wants to go? You want me to go?
Gio went last week, so I'm going to be sporadic.
I
know I'm a Jordan 1 fan, right?
Got some low tops.
These are the Jordan 1 Lettermans.
Ooh, okay.
The Jordan 1 Lettermans. Now, I think when these came out, they were retail for $160, but I would tell you, I copped them for, I think, $90.
Wow.
$90. Lettermans. On the inside, you can see it says on air.
Okay.
So I'm David Letterman, so it's on there on the inside.
Dope.
Carolina blue. It's Carolina blue on the Nike. Nike
I
Air.
like it.
But everything else is just that dark blue, and it's sort of like a burnt orange / red. We can get away with both any color with that. Leather quality, as always on the ones, are clean. I mean, nice leather quality. So I mean, it's a great shoe. So I got it for a steal. So I can't complain.
You just saying that because you're on camera. You know what I'm saying? You trying to make sure.
No. I got it. I got it still.
There's no dry snitching. I got you. I feel. All right, Mrs.
I've had these for at least 3 years, and they still. I mean, I just wipe them down. Clean shoe, man. That's what I like about ones. They're clean,
easy to maintain.
With the wear, when you wear them, the leather just gets better. I mean, it's not. It's nothing.
Butter.
Just slide them on.
Butter.
Yeah, and go. Yep.
Listen, man.
Before
you heard, man, I got 2 boxes this week. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so I had to rearrange some things, but so next week I get to show a little drip.
Yes, sir.
But listen, y'all, man. In all seriousness, we want you all to remain safe out there, man. COVID-19 is very real.
It's
very real. This week alone, I know 3 individuals very close to me who have COVID-19. 2 of the symptoms have been mild. One of my friends is on a ventilator right now. And this person is literally the strongest person I know. Something's jumping off, and I got one person to call to get my back. This is the joker I'm calling. And
don't call me.
It has him down right now, but he's a fighter. He's a believer, and I'm trusting that God's going to bring him through. Corbin Robinson pointed out that Mayor Bottoms tested positive for coronavirus. So listen, I know summertime. I know people want to get out there and do their thing, man. But man, and also this, I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna put it out there. Like, if you just feel like you gotta go, like you gotta go somewhere, you gotta go to the beach, you gotta go somewhere, do it, man. But I don't know if you should be posting and showing everybody, because it kind of sends this message out there that it ain't good.
And if you're gonna do it, wear
have a mask on. At least show
social
40,000 new cases in Florida. And like you said, I know 3 people right now.
That's crazy.
New cases,
bro.
In Florida alone.
When I say I stay home and I don't feel bad about it, and I tell my members, it is what it is. Y'all gonna say what say, but I'm a safe, right? And today I had to go out. We had a funeral. You can see even like people are understanding. Even at something as solemn as a funeral, a place that should have been packed out, you got 10 people there, right? Because we understand the severity of what it is. And so just stay safe, practice proper social distancing and hygiene, and wear that mask, and keep praying.
Let's compare, man. I feel impressed to do so. So our God, I'm just so grateful to serve a great God. So much going on today. So many stressors, so many issues. People are battling and fighting for their lives. Injustices are still happening before our very eyes. And God, we just need your presence to continue to reign supreme. Continue to protect us, keep us safe, give us guidance. Those who are working on the front lines, God, give them a double wisdom so they can make the right moves, touch the right places, just be in the right spaces, God. And then, God, just please place a hedge of protection around all of us. This is our prayer in Christ that we pray. Amen.
All right. That's up. You want to definitely continue to see us on our YouTube channel, Kickinit316 at YouTube. Remember to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. We want you to also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. I don't know if there's anything else that needs to be said, Croc Kicks or Ted. Where we at?
Yo, I just want to reiterate, we need y'all to go over to YouTube and subscribe if you haven't. Subscribe and share. We're really trying to build that platform over there. So please, 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 right now, we are under 100 subscriptions, and we want to hit that 100 mark.
Yeah.
So if y'all can go over there and hit that sub button for us,
and I don't know if I can be transparent as well. Maybe I shouldn't, but definitely even like on Facebook, easily we could be sharing from our own pages, but I think we're trying to definitely want to make a concerted effort to stream from Kickinit316. And so if you feel blessed by our show, if we've said things that have given you hope, if you're just loving the shoes, whatever the case may be, just go ahead and like, share, and make sure that you help us build this 316 brand that we have here at Kickinit316. All right.
All right. Wow.